With all the negativity and chaos happening in the world right now, it's important to get a little perspective and acknowledge the weird things out there. Take 62-year-old Malcolm Applegate, for instance. Applegate is a British man who just couldn't take his wife's nagging anymore. His solution? Simple. Run away and hide in the woods for 10 years. Applegate says he thoroughly enjoyed his job as a gardener for 25 years, but the more business he had, the more his wife would nag. For the first 5 years living amongst nature's finest, Applegate tended a garden at a community center for the elderly before applying to a homeless charity. Apparently, you can still qualify for employment even if you have to scale down a tree or emerge from a pile of leaves to get to work. Perhaps the strangest part of this story is that Applegate left without telling a soul for 10 years, a whole decade. He did, however, recently relocate to the charity center and got in touch with his sister, who said she thought he was dead. Understandable. And who doesn't love a good alien story, besides the fact that aliens are naked, bald, and terrifying? The Miami Herald recently dug up a television interview from 2009, in which congressional candidate Bettina Rodriguez Aguilera swore she encountered extraterrestrials at the ripe age of 7. She says she went into the space shuttle where she was aghast to find a male and 2 female aliens. She described them as, quote, blonde, big-bodied beings. So it could have easily been any common department store. The congresswoman and the alien shared telepathic messages several times following her initial close encounter, she claims. Can't wait to see those campaign ads. And finally, an airman who disappeared from an Air Force base in North Dakota 40 years ago has been discovered living a double life in Florida. Of course it's Florida. To reiterate, this man, identified as 64-year-old Jeffrey Michaels, went missing all the way back in 1977. He was arrested Thursday on charges of desertion after he failed to report to duty. Sometime in those 40 years, Michaels began using the fake name Jeffrey Lance. Like, really, you're fleeing possible desertion charges and you can't even change both names? The man obtained a business license under the fake name and lived a double life in Florida for more than 4 decades. Background checks, ladies. A photo of Michaels was posted on July 9th to the Facebook group Veteran Doe, which seeks to bring home missing veterans, presumably helping to lead to Michaels' discovery. He will reportedly stand trial in military court.